Street Fighter 6 has been out for a good amount of time, and I think I am officially comfortable to say that I am ready to make a Street Fighter 6 matchup chart with Deejay. Now, of course, I am one of many Deejay players. Every Deejay has their own opinion. Me personally, this is something that I feel. I could be wrong, so this video will be open to thoughts of anybody being able to give an input on it, so please feel free. So here we have 5 columns. All right, we're gonna go ahead and customize this real quick. So we have a good amount of characters, so I'm gonna go ahead and start off with Deejay, the Deejay mirror. It's obvious this is a win-win. Deejay wins it. There's no need to go into any sort of details on it. We both want the same thing, both looking for a knockdown where we get it started. Deejay wins. Win-win for Deejay. You dig? Juri, me personally, I've always felt like this matchup was even. Recently, I've actually discovered that Deejay is actually a unique character that is able to nullify a lot of things that Juri actually wants to do. Alright, so it's obvious Juri's game plan is to get her stores, drive rush at you, and overwhelm you before you overwhelm her. Because of her store system, Deejay is actually able to punish several situations because of Jackknife DP. Starting off with the first one, we already know anytime that happens, it's a free punish counter. Medium store is like -6. Jackknife DP is a 6-frame startup, so that's a free punish anytime she commits to the medium and the heavy. I think the heavy is -8. The light is -4, but of course, most of the time, anytime she does that, she's spaced to where a jab actually won't connect with her and punish her. So medium store and heavy store is a no-go. She also has this thing where she likes to do standing medium, crouching medium into low fireball. So the fireball doesn't actually make contact with Deejay. So because it whiffs, Deejay's jackknife completely goes over it and punishes that also. So that's a big upside for Deejay. So besides that, I feel like Deejay is able to play a good keep-out game for the most part up until Juri wants to start dry rushing with her 5-frame mediums, jabs, and things get a little iffy. So I feel like this is a 6-4 matchup for Deejay, but of course, Juri could play the matchup pretty well and make things challenging for the Deejay. Besides that, I mean, light slash, medium so bad, it's a real good space control for this character not to be able to get her game plan going as freely. And of course, we have standing medium, low forward, and roundhouse just to keep the bait going. Anytime she decides to commit to any type of low fireball, we can always pop out that EX fireball. If she commits to it, it's a free pop-up. Overall, me personally, I feel like this is a 6-4 matchup. Deejay is able to punish most situations where she strains with store or a fireball. So if any other Deejay feels any kind of way, please let me know, but I feel like it's 6-4 Deejay's favor. Luke is a challenging one of the best characters in the game. I personally have a real headache with this matchup. Can't really throw fireballs freely at him because of the fact that EX fireball punishes heavy fireball, and then of course if you throw EX and he throw EX, he could overdrop his EX and still punish you for trying to go into a fireball war with him. Of course, his level 1 is also a good anti-zone tool. He got good buttons. I personally feel like this matchup is 5-5. You think it's 4-6 Luke's favor? Really? I mean, Deejay got the buttons to combat him in neutral, but I think it gets a little aggravating because Luke has features that Deejay don't have, like a cancel on low forward, cancels on most of his buttons in general. So he's able to get the ball rolling before Deejay, but because of how Deejay is designed, he's able to keep up with the pace of the match. I don't know if it's 4-6 though. You could say 5-5, but I don't see what Deejay actually beats Luke in most of the mixing. I mean, yeah, it's challenging, but medium so bad, light fireball up close, it's like full screen where things is just like, why would I want to throw a fireball as Deejay? But closer up, you can make it happen. The matchup's aggravating, don't get me wrong. It really is. But I don't know if I want to say it's in Luke's favor though. Closer up making it happen, sure, but what does Deejay actually give an advantage over Luke? I mean, he has the better drive rush, so sooner or later he's able to say skip neutral and get in on Luke before Luke gets in on him. Yeah, jumping heavy punch. I think that's probably like the biggest pet peeve also about that matchup. I've seen it happen several times, but Luke's heavy punch actually beats DJ's back roundhouse. This button has actually beat back roundhouse a few times. Now, I feel like if you do back roundhouse real early, you could catch that jump interference and beat it. But if you mistime it slightly and you don't realize that he's jumping and you try and anti-air probably like a few frames late, Luke's gonna win that situation, hands down. So say I don't realize the jump and I'm like a few frames late, Luke actually gets it or it trades. Like you have to time it as soon as he jumps. Of course, jackknife is his prominent answer, but sometimes you won't have that charge ready. So your mind will always tell you to go for back roundhouse. Another situation that's actually pretty tedious is when Luke has you in the corner and he goes for, say he goes to this and to this. Of course, the further space the fireball is, the more advantage he has, which is probably like +1, +2. Luke is +1. All right, cool. I knew I wasn't tripping. So this is a very common situation I feel like Luke abuses. So a lot of people may not notice, but you can actually perfect parry the fireball and get a better punish versus trying to get a space hit off of the medium kick. I feel like this is a very slept on mechanic in the game that a lot of people haven't really, well, people use parry, but they're not finding the true ins and outs of when parry could be used to really help matchups turn the tides and put it in your favor. So this is like a real good perfect parry situation, and if I manage to get the perfect parry, it's a free low forward to cancel the whole string out. Boom, punish counter, can't do nothing about it. Guile, man, I don't even know where to start with Guile, bro. Guile got the best of both worlds. Projectiles, some of the best in the game. The fact that he's able to throw the sonic boom, the little standstill one, put it in place, and then EX it, that EX completely blitzes DJ's EX. So Luke and Guile are the two characters where I'm just like, bro, I do not feel like throwing fireballs against you, bro. So I'm actually terrified of the mid game to fall game when Guile is on the map. I feel like anytime I throw EX, I'm praying that I win, because it's not a guarantee. I would say 5-5, but it'll be a hard 5-5. I feel like this matchup might actually be slightly in favor of Guile. I mean, of course we have level 2, but that's only at level 2 to be able to go around the zoning. I feel like if a Guile play a good keep out game and mixing in the zoning with the buttons, that matchup is hella aggravating. I ain't gonna lie, I feel like Zangief is a bad matchup. I feel like Zangief is a bad matchup. He could SPD the just cool setups. He could grab the fireball setups. It feels like Balrog all over again when I'm playing against Zangief. Because of how good his throw range is, a lot of setups don't work on Zangief. Zangief is the toughest, yeah. Like, I feel like I didn't feel like this at first, but the high I went in MR and I started fighting better Zangiefs, I started realizing how much of a pain it actually is to like get things rolling. Like, when Zangief is on the map, my main concern in this matchup, really and truly, is to do this. Now, it's obvious he's gonna like slowly walk you down, right? He's gonna slowly walk you down, then sooner or later he's gonna jump at some point, right? But overall, my game plan is to really stay at this distance at all times. Single shots, medium so bad for trying to catch him walking forward, then sooner or later he's gonna stop moving, and then once he stops moving, I'm gonna start throwing in like 4 medium kicks to get the plus advantage, then get some pressure going. But even so, I gotta be careful about overextending because an SPD might catch me tripping. So sooner or later, I'm gonna have to reset and then bring it back to right where I'm trying to maintain it at, and rinse and repeat. Praying he jump, catch that sweep counter hit, push him to the corner, and then the game can finally start. But other than that, I don't like this matchup at all. Exactly. Being weary of double fireball, free drive impact. I gotta be careful with my buttons because if I press a medium or a heavy at the wrong time and he drive impact, boom, it's just like, ugh. Matchup chart, yeah. Jamie, I ain't gonna lie. This is in DJ's favor. This is a 6-4 DJ favor. I could treat Jamie the same way I treat Juri. Anytime they end a string with like the first hit or wrecker, you could jackknife punish it. Like, Jamie cannot get away with none of that. He has to play a more safer game that he probably don't want to do. The character already struggled with fireballs as is. So, oops. Yeah, this right here gets annihilated. It's -6 on the dot. Free punish. Can't do nothing about it. And then another thing is, they like to try and go full screen and sneak in a quick drink. Okay, cool. You want to try and be a little sneaky? All right, watch this. You trying to do that against a character with one of the fastest drive rushes in the game. So anytime you try and be sneaky, not gonna work. Not gonna work whatsoever. Yeah, Jamie cannot do what Jamie wants to do. Yo, they got A.K.I up here? Dang. You know what? For the sake of the culture, I'ma just say it's a win-win for DJ, alright? I'ma just put it up there, alright? We don't know what A.K.I is gonna be doing, but you know what? Because we love DJ, it's a win-win, alright? That's all we gonna say. Win-win. A.K.I can't do nothing against DJ. Why pick the character, alright? Bada bing, bada boom. Honda. I'm torn between two mindsets when it comes down to Honda, right? I'm gonna say 5-5. Only because my thoughts on this matchup depend on how the Honda player plays. If the Honda player is playing crazy, I have to hope that I don't miss a single DP on a butt slam, because anytime I miss time that by a few frames, whatever, I'm about to eat a punish counter. Honda's getting ready to play their game. Now I done got knocked down. It's time for me to guess. Bada bing, bada boom. Same thing with headbutts. Honda is just a complete mind game where you just gotta hope that you're able to catch the perfect parries, catch them DPs when you want them, and just keep the character tamed how you want to keep the character tamed, right? So if any DJ don't agree with that, I don't know what else to say. But me personally, I'ma say 5-5. Any DJ that could keep this monster maintained, they might put them 6-4. DJ favor. But because it depends on the Honda player, in my opinion, I'ma say 5-5. Ryu. Personally, I don't fight a lot of Ryus. I don't fight enough Ryus whatsoever. There's a select few that I fight. If it ain't Paladin, if it ain't Action Jack Ryu, if it ain't Tayson, I'm not running into Ryu whatsoever. So me personally, I haven't gathered up enough information on this, but I do know for a fact, medium donkey kick, if they do it at a string, is like -6, -7. So that's another move that DJ could punish with jackknife. If they do like the heavy Hadouken blast, you could drive impact that. But if I'm speaking from like a toolkit wise and character wise, I feel like DJ probably should win this matchup because he could outpace Ryu and most likely make it rough for Ryu to even get started, because my drive rush is 10 times better. Like I said with donkey kick, you can't just do that. Jackknife could punish that. He could definitely hover between 6-4 or 5-5. I had delay on. Yeah, that's a punish. You can't do that. Now, of course, if it's spaced perfectly, then yeah, you can't punish it. But most of the time, when they do a string and they do donkey kick, can be punished. I mean, can be punished. DJ buttons definitely reach further. DJ could keep up with his fireball game up until he started throwing EX, then he started amplifying it with the Hadouken charge or whatever. So, you know what? It might actually be a free matchup for Ryu. I mean, DJ. Ooh, JP. Lord have mercy, JP. Where do I even get started with JP? 5-5. I'm not even about to flex. I'm not even about to We all know Ghost, you could drive rush. DJ got one of the best drive rushes in the game, so Ghost is kind of like easy for him to get around. But other than that, it's JP. Both characters could get the ball rolling once they get the knockdown. JP got setups, level 2s, crouching meter punch that's actually very godlike for checking DJ's drive rush. Like, his disjointed normals makes it very easy to check drive rush. 5-5. Said 4-6, bad matchup, Amnesia. There's set play to Amnesia though. It's set play. I mean, yeah, Amnesia is a problem. Don't get me wrong. Say he do wake up Amnesia, right? And me personally, once I have him in the corner, I'm gonna most likely do a safe jump setup, right? So bada bing, bada boom, into that, lead into the safe jump. There's ways around it. You can actually bait out Amnesia and punish him for doing it. It's not just a free ticket for him to be able to just let it go. I could do level 2 right here. Boom, 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 bada bing, bada boom. Anytime I knock JP down in the corner, I'm going for a safe jump because I'm looking for him to do this exact situation, and I'm going to blow him up for doing it. Level 3. Even so, if I do this, bada bing, bada boom, I could jab it and then throw him. Now, of course, JP has situations where he's able to mash level 1, the crystal will blow up, the second crystal will make it safe, so you just gotta play around with what your character is able to do. But this exact situation off this safe jump leaves me +9. So this standing fierce is actually free. I'm +13, yeah. So my standing fierce is hella free into level 2, level 3. Lily! Hey, I ain't gonna lie. I used to hate this matchup at first, but once I really got acquainted with the matchup, I think this is, I want to say win-win for DJ, but I'm gonna put some respect on Lily and just say 6-4 DJ's favor. Lily really can't do much, and it's crazy how easy you could just keep this character at bay. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna put it like this. If you're not stingy with your resources and you're actually willing to use drive reversal, what can Lily really do? Anytime she stock up and she go to EX win to get in, you're either about to take that mix or you're gonna use drive reversal to bring the character back to where you want her at, which is awful. So throwing fireballs, bada bing, bada boom. Sooner or later they're gonna try and jump and then do the EX dive in, which is hella punch ball block. It's like negative gazillion. Zoning this character out. Then the main thing about her is that, I don't know if a lot of people realize this. So let's just say she don't spike down with the tomahawk. She actually just do the charge, then just leave it at that. So normally people would try and react. Well, no, people will commit to drive impact, but you actually don't want to do that because if she do the light one without the follow-up, she's able to drive impact back. So in this situation, you can actually dash up and get a free punish. So Grand Cherokee actually told me a tech situation right here. There's an OS right here. You can always do parry and then buffer drive rush. Always parry right here and buffer drive rush. If you buffer drive rush and she commits to the actual spin and to the spike down, your drive rush won't come out. It's gonna show a parry. But if you buffer drive rush and she does the light version where she charge up without the follow-up, your drive rush will come out and you'll get the punish. You see how I'm buffering drive rush that whole time and it didn't come out because she committed to the medium version where it spikes down? But the moment she don't commit to that, you get the drive rush. If she commits to any other option into store, if she do this into light, she can't react with drive impact. It's gonna be a count hit. That's probably the only gripe about this matchup. So anytime she have Condor win stocks, so she's a character that you cannot safe jump. You cannot safe jump her when she has win stocks. She's able to do EX and it will beat safe jumps. You can only safe jump her when she doesn't have stocks. That's the only biggest, that's the biggest gripe about this matchup, is that you have to pay attention to her win stocks when you knock her down. You cannot do safe jumps. So personally, 6'4" DJ favorite. Chun-Li, 5'5". Chun-Li. It's Chun-Li at the end of the day. Chun-Li has never been bad. Same queen, godlike buttons, good fireball, amazing walk speed. 5'5" matchup. It's not much to say. Kimberly, 5'5", heavy mix-up character at the end of the day. So if she knocks you down, you're about to start guessing. Yeah, if she gets started, you really just have to put your mind to the guess. The thing that really gets me about this character is the EX run into the overhead. Like, why is it so fast? My thing is this though. Why is that no on block? Why is that +2? Like, why is that +2? So okay, so for those who don't know, depending on which button that she run stop cancel into will determine if she's safe or actually punishable. So crouching fares into run stop is -2, so she can't be punished if you check the run, but you can check the run though, right? You can check the run, but sometimes when it comes down to online, that's easier said than done. Kimberly will probably get away with this a lot online, but really and truly it's -2. So if you mash in this situation, you could take your turn back, but you won't actually punish her. If she do standing fares into run stop, it's -4. It's an actual full frame punish. Yeah, I think it's safe to say it's 5'5". Dhalsim is a mind game. DJ, yeah, on paper, yeah. I feel like when it comes down to the fireball war, you want to just throw fireballs when you see Dhalsim throwing fireballs, right? But other than that, you're really and truly just trying to bait out teleport so you can get the punishment started. And a lot of people may not take heed of that, but DJ can actually punish Dhalsim's teleport with jab into heavy so bad, or you can even do jab into medium so bad, depending on the knockdown situation that you want to create. You probably want to do medium so bad so you get the better advantage off dash up. Yeah, that's the headache. So that's why I say normally when it comes down to this matchup, you only want to throw fireballs when you see Dhalsim throw a fireball. So if he throw a single one, you could throw your single, or you could do a heavy, and then 9 times out of 10 I think they'll block the second one. But you would normally want to just do single so you could just combat the zoning war. And then when you see that they throw EX, you throw EX. But Dhalsim teleport. Anytime they teleport, free punish. So that's why I say it's really a mind game, so you could bait out the teleport and then punish like that. And then once you get that situation started. Another thing that I feel like a lot of people may sleep on is that if they do that into fireball, you could punish this with EX, and they can't block that. And Dhalsims like to do that a lot. I want to say DJ's favor, because even so, if they like kind of like just floating around, just trying to teleport and do stuff, you could be patient and then jackknife as soon as they teleport. Even if they're just floating around not teleporting, if they hover towards you, you could jackknife them out the L. So I'm tempted to say DJ's favor, but man, if you're not ready for the mind game, it could feel like 5'5". A difficult 6'4". Ken, 5'5". One of those matchups where whoever gets the ball roller. Yeah, Ken has amazing corner carry. You know, his buttons are godlike, very strong fireball. If he throws EX, you can EX run after it, get a free follow-up combo. You have a EX air top that allows you to get out the corner. It's a nice mix-up, so if you get hit by it, he gets a combo after that. Also, why does he have a 5-frame medium? But you know what, we're not going to talk about that. He has 2 4-frame jabs, but you know what, we're not going to talk about that either. So free 5'5", man. Ken is one of those characters. 5'5" indeed. Blanka. I don't play this matchup enough, and I feel like when I do play this matchup, I hate it. Blanka 5'5", because Wolfgang told me he struggles against the patient DJs that sit on charge, and if you do that, Jackknife could punish Blanka ball, you could punish the up ball and kind of like slow down most of the nonsense until you could get your drive rush rolling in the game plan that you want. Yeah, and I think that's why Wolfgang say he struggled against the patient DJs. So this might be easier said than done, but whenever you see Blanka start up on Blanka ball, it's a punish. But even if you don't jackknife the medium one, you could punish this off the bat because of how close it leaves you. How close it leaves him. So even if you don't jackknife it, it's a punish. So you won't really catch Blankas doing medium as often. As most likely heavy or even light depending on the spacing. So with the light Blanka ball, if he's further enough, it'll actually not make contact with you. No, it won't make contact with you, and he can actually bait out your parry if you try and perfect parry the Blanka ball. So that's the mind game. Light ball, heavy ball, 9 times out of 10, and even the EX. So if you play patient against Blanka, you can actually aggravate a Blanka player, which is the playstyle that I've been trying to work on for this matchup, is just playing hella patient and just punishing the randomness. So it could be in DJ favor if we put it that way. Marisa, man, I could say as long as you play a good spacing game against Marisa, you can make it hard for her to get in, but sooner or later you're gonna get glocked by a Gladius, or you might get glocked by a Superman punch. It's in DJ's favor. How? I feel like an underrated normal that DJ don't really use is crouch and light kick. This button works wonders against Marisa. So if you don't feel comfortable doing like a low forward because of how much more startup it has, crouch and light is so good. The good thing is the uncharged punch is -5, so it's your turn to fight back right there. The main thing is just to not get fully bullied by the charged up Gladius. Of course, with the Superman punch, you could jackknife it. I don't know, man. Even so with that, man, it's still kind of like 5-5 because if you mess up on anything against Marisa, she's about to make you bleed. Yeah, so even so with that, man, I don't know. She got options to get around the fireballs. She got mix-ups off her string to where if you get caught trying to contest with crouch and light, you're gonna pay for it. So it's like 5-5. Rashid. A lot of Rashid players don't like the fact that his anti-airs are kind of iffy, and I've heard Rashid say that he struggles against fireballs. Me personally, there's one Rashid that gives me a lot of issues, but a lot of other Rashids I kind of like do what I want against them. So I feel like it might actually be in DJ's favor. Manon, I don't know how to feel about this matchup. I ain't gonna lie. Manon is good for DJ. Explain to me how. Manon is food for DJ. Break it down to me. In my opinion, you can easily whiff punish her. What if she don't whiff? And she has troubles versus fireballs? Okay. Mainly DJ doesn't have to play in her command grab range. DJ is so bad at tools can do well with punish over. So all my DJ players are saying this is in DJ's favor. While me, on the other hand, I hate this matchup. So it sounds like I'm playing the matchup wrong. Maybe I am getting a little bit too close to her and I'm not keeping her at bay at medium so bad as long as I should. So maybe I am playing the matchup wrong. I know for sure I don't OD up kick most of her drive rushes. That for sure I don't do. I can admit that. Alright, well, maybe me personally, I'm not comfortable with it, but you know what? I'll go ahead and put it 6-4 just for the sake of y'all. Alright, so I feel like this matchup chart is looking pretty convenient. A win-win, DJ Mirror. A.K.I, we just gonna straight up say DJ wins it. We know nothing about her, so who knows. 6-4 DJ favor, Juri, Jamie, Ryu, Lily, Dhalsim, Rashid. Manon 5-5, Honda, JP, Chun, Kimberly, Ken, Blanka, Marisa, Cammy. Slightly in favor, Luke and Guile. Bad matchup, Gift. Alright, y'all, so I think this is looking like a pretty efficient matchup chart. Now, of course, most DJs will probably be in disagreement for some of these matchups, so that's why it's good to make these type of videos where we can just catch feedback and see what other players feel. So if you made it to this point, it's obvious you enjoyed the comment. I said comment. It's obvious you enjoyed the content, so please feel free to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and let me know what you think. You know what I'm saying? If I'm wrong somewhat, let me know.